Everybody, and welcome to a Lefty Knitter podcast, episode 255. My name's Aquila and I'm coming to you from Baltimore, Maryland. This is a vloggy type video where I show you what I'm making and crafting and whatnot, and today I think I'm going to make a magic knot ball. I have all these scraps, not a lot, this is not a lot of scraps, and it's kind of adjacent, Advent adjacent, I should say, because this is a Advent I got. It's Labyrinth themed, and I made my not hexie cardigan, my quilt cardigan out of it. So these are all the scraps I have left. Well, I thought, how could I use these? Because I could always put them in scrappy socks, right? But there are some really tiny little balls. I think I'm gonna make a magic knot ball, and with that Advent, we got a bag. And yes, I love the bag and I've used it, but I'm thinking I'm going to do crochet corner to corner with my magic knot ball and make it go as far as I can and sew it onto the back of this. So the corner would be, I would start a corner and it would go out. I would stop at the, it's not square, so I would stop at the width of it. I'd have to just keep laying it on top, honestly, and then sew it down. I'd like to use every bit of it, and I would like to keep it with the bag. I just think that would be fun. I thought about doing granny square, but then I thought crochet corner to corner might be really cool. So that's what I think I'm going to do. I don't know if I'm going to get this ready today, but I did get it out and it was on the floor staring at me. So I might do that. The other thing I didn't mention is if you want to find me and links to everything, it's all down below when you click the more button. And I try to put like YouTube videos I might reference and or pattern references, things like that. So if I mention a shop or something like that, there's also a section for that. And there's a section for what I'm reading, listening, podcast-wise, stuff like that. Down there. So yeah, I thought this might be fun. So we're putting up our Christmas tree today, and taking breaks, I might make the ball. That might be what I do. And I think it's going to be random. I'm not going to try to remember which color was which one. I'm just going to randomly pick one out of the bag, or maybe put them in a bowl so that way they really can be mixed up, because this is a pretty small bag. Yeah. All right, I think that might be what I do. I also want to crank a pair of socks today. I don't know if that's going to happen, but I'd like to. It's going to be a pretty lazy day. John has already started like prep for dinner. I'm going to try that viral onion thing where you core out the onion, you put butter in it, and then you put, I guess it's like a roasted onion really, and you put whatever spices you want on it, and then you cover it in foil, you throw it in the oven. I'm also going to be roasting some garlic, so I figured I might as well throw an onion in because we have plenty. And I thought it would be good. I love onions. Hazel loves onions. John likes onions. And we're having steak for dinner, so it could be a good side item or appetizer to our dinner. So if I remember, I'll take a video. I've already wrapped them in foil. They're ready to go in the oven. I just haven't put them in yet. So, okay, here's one of the onions. I'm going to unravel it, or I'm going to open it. I probably can't do this one-handed. And then I'll show you. Oh, that looks so good. That looks so yummy. And then you just peel it apart and you eat it. Oh, wow. Okay. I'm gonna have the family all try it. I'll let you know. That's so good. I could have used more spices even in it. It was good, but it could have used more salt. That's what I felt like it needed more of. What was in it was butter, garlic powder, Italian seasonings, smoked paprika, Worcestershire sauce, and Old Bay. Super good. Yeah, we've eaten almost the whole one. It's really good. It just falls apart. And if you're gonna roast garlic and other stuff, you might as well just throw an onion in too, honestly. Hey everybody, it is now Tuesday, December 10th, and I did put that yarn into a magic cake. You can say hi. That's it.
Hi.
Hi. So I put that yarn into a magic cake. This one learned how to wind a yarn ball, so that's exciting. She can help me in the future. Or
not big though.
Not giant. No, I wouldn't make you do giant ones. Okay, so I have finished my magic knot ball, and I'm trying to find, I wove in my end and I left it sticking out a little bit, so yes, that side. Okay. This is going to go on my bag. I will lay it out on the bed and show you in just a minute, but this is how far it got me. Isn't that cool? I love it so much. So it's all my scraps from my quilt cardigan. And I had one tonal left that I didn't put in the in that ball because I had already had one in that ball because there was two. I must have split it for some reason. So I had two. So I took this and made a tinier square, and I'm going to show you, I'm going to lay it out on the bed and show you guys my plan because I'm very excited for it. So yeah, let me do that and I'll be right back. Here is the plan. Hazel helped me lay it out. My plan is to sew it down like this, and she asked what I was doing here and I was like, nothing. I think it looks really cool with it broken like that. So the plan is to sew that down and to sew this down in the corner, and I'll have all my yarn that came with this advent. I mean, not all of it because I don't think I had scraps of some of the colors, but it'll be on the back of the bag that came with the advent. So I just thought it was really neat and it made the bag even more special. And that's the plan. I think I'm going to hand sew it down. I might dig out the sewing machine. It'll be so much faster, but digging out the sewing machine, I don't know. What should I do? Dig out the sewing machine? Hand sew it?
Yeah.
Okay. Hand sewing it is. All right, I love it so much. I think it looks so cool. Bye. Hey guys, it is Thursday and it's December 12th. I am just now getting to recording something for part of this week. I have something from the beginning, but yeah, it's been crazy. So I volunteered this morning with my work at the League for People with Disabilities, and that was amazing, and it felt really good to be able to do that. So if you ever have time to volunteer, you should do that because it's a feel-good thing. I even got a hug. That was nice. It was really nice. Okay, so I told you guys I finished crocheting my bag. So I did hand sew that on per my child's request. It's not the greatest sewing job because the fabric is, well, first of all, I don't think the bag was really squared or rectangled straight, so it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. My hand sewing skills are not the greatest, but look at it. I still love it. And once you put stuff in it, you will not even notice that it's not perfect. So yeah, there we go. I love it so much. I think it's awesome. I think it was a great idea to use up my scraps, and that's done. Okay, so project complete, and all the yarn except two tiny little balls that are gonna go in scrappy socks. Totally love this. So think about other things you can do with your scraps, like this kind of thing. I thought about maybe doing pieces to sew down on the straps, but I'm probably not going to. Okay, I told you guys I had cranked an additional thing other than the doll and the wrist fingerless gloves. Couldn't think of the word. I cranked a pair of socks for size 14 men's foot, and they are done, and they are going to the same recipient who is getting the fingerless gloves. I used Patton's Croy, and I'm not sure of what the color was, so I apologize. It's some sort of gray. And I used one ball for each sock, and at the end of the ball, before I was completely done with it, I stopped, added some different color Patton's Croy, and made toes. And I love this.
so much. Now, these are my large sock blockers, but this is actually the leg of the sock blocker, and this is the foot of the sock blocker because these are so big. I love them. I think the recipient is going to love them. And I made John socks out of this color. It's the brown rose marl. And I think it looks really fun with these. So there we go. And I like the slight gradation in this gray color. It's, you know, it's not very visible, but on camera you can really see it. All right, so that's what I've been up to. Actually, I've started a hat, a DK weight photographer hat, and I was casting that on because I had nothing else at that moment to work on. I have plenty I could work on, but I knew I wanted to make another Christmas present, so I'm not sure. This could be for 2 different recipients, and I'll show you guys that before the end of this video. I am past the ribbing because the photographer hat is half ribbing, half stockinette, and I'm past the ribbing already. I mean, this thing knits so fast. It uses US 4s and 6s. I'll probably repeat myself because I'll forget I've already said all this. Whoops. All right, so I'm gonna go because I have to go pick up a child and figure out dinner. There's probably homework, and yeah, so it's a whole, you know, thing. It's been a hectic day because my schedule was off, being that I was volunteering from 9 to 12, so it threw the rest of my work day off, and that's okay. I've also just been dealing with a lot of emotional things, and so yeah, that's where we're at. All right, I'm gonna go. I'll see you guys in the next clip. Bye.
It's now Sunday, December 15th. I'm going to show you the photographer hat that I cast on, and I used my bag yesterday. It was awesome. I used my new bag. We have a place called World Market, and we went there and bought some stuff, and because in Baltimore, I think it's all of Maryland, you have to buy bags. So I took my bag to purchase my items, so that was good. We made peanut butter chocolate kiss cookies with the flourless peanut butter recipe. If you've never used that, it's a 1-1-1 ratio. So it's 1 egg, 1 cup of sugar, 1 cup of peanut butter. Super good, super easy. $3.50 for 10 minutes. Simple. And then today my mom came over and we're making a batch of chocolate chip cookies. So yeah, there's that. I am using yarn that I got in a mystery bag from Wool and Vinyl. I don't know if I bought this. I think it was at the Frederick Fiber Fest, I believe. Wool and Vinyl is the company name, and this was a DK, and it's their hard rock DK. All of their stuff is like music themed, and it was a one-of-a-kind. It's 100% superwash merino, 250 yards, and it's a one-of-a-kind colorway. And here is the yarn. You may remember seeing this if you've been a long-time viewer. And here's the hat. I don't have much more to go before I start decreases. I think I have maybe 1.5 inches before I start my decreases on this, and it's coming out really pretty. So, yeah. How much fun. And then I'll do my decreases on it. Other than that, let's see. I finished a book, Local Missing Woman. I really enjoyed that book. I don't know the author. I'll put everything down below. And then Hazel had already watched this movie, and I was listening to an audiobook, I don't know, previous week, the week before, I don't remember. It's on Netflix called That Christmas, and it's a cartoon, and it was good. It made my oldest cry about 18 times. So, if you get a chance to watch it, I thought it was a really cute movie. It's animated, so of course, if you don't like animated movies, I get it. But yeah, it has all the feels to it. It really does have all kinds of feelings in it. So that's what we've been up to. I'm going to end this, and I'm going to just say the holidays are hard. This is just my PSA again. And whether, it's hard. The holidays are hard. The holidays can be easy for some people, and the holidays can be really hard on some people. So Just remember that when you're out buying your groceries, your retail purchases, whatever, because you don't know everybody's backstory. So, all right, I'm going to end that, and peace, love, and happy crafting, y'all, and until the next episode.